Hello you all, welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, what's good? If you are new, hey boo, I am back with another video. Hopefully you guys are having a beautiful, lovely day. Okay, it is Sunday, so I wanted to come make a video for y'all. And y'all see the title, they will avoid you from fear of exposure. And so, you know how you ever had those people where, and when I say fear of exposure, these people know that you are a very intuitive person. They know that they can't pull one over on you. They know that they full of it. They know that they can't come to you with fakeness. And see, you may be the type of person that just don't fit in with people. You're not forcing yourself to be in certain situations. You always find yourself trying to avoid going around people because you just can't do the fakeness. You can't do fake conversations, none of that type of stuff. And see, you are going to come across some fake personalities. And some of these people just comfortable in their fakeness. So what they'll do is they'll act like they mess with you like that when really they think you weird. They really don't like you. Or they may think that you are stuck up or something like that. Something along those lines. But they're basically going to try to stay in your good graces and stay within your company, but you'll notice that they're trying to avoid you for certain reasons. And it's not even that you reaching out to this person. It's not like you begging this person to be around you, but you can see like any little interactions you may have with this person, you can see as though they are trying to, you know how you ever had them people where you're having a conversation with them and it seemed like, you know how that person try to cover their face from fear because they don't want to be seen. You know, they try to cover their face because they know they done something wrong and they don't want you to see it, that type of thing. If you ever kind of got that energy from people, it's because they fear the exposure. And when I say exposure, I don't mean like you going to go air this person dirty laundry out because you have found out some stuff about them gossiping spirits. We ain't talking about that. We talking about exposure of the spirit, okay? And see, the one thing about people, the exposure of their spirit, they know that they can't come around you with that because you're going to pick up on it immediately. And this person don't even have to open their mouth for you to expose their spirit. They can be quiet around you. Their body language, facial expressions, all that type of stuff is going to give them away. And see, the one thing about being an intuitive person, you'll come to realize that you'll always kind of be like a loner. You'll feel like you're that outcast because some people are just going to want to avoid you because they don't want to be faced with themselves. You know, it's just kind of like putting that mirror up in front of that person and just kind of showing them who they are. You know, some people don't like to see themselves. They like to be comfortable in their BS. So they want to go around people that they relate with, people that they just are not going to feel like, you know how you be around a certain person and you just feel real antsy. You just feel unsettled around this person. You don't really, that's how it is. That's how they feel about you whenever they're around you because they know that you read them. And it's not even necessarily that you giving off this weird kind of vibe that you picked up on their spirit. Like you literally you don't have to open your mouth. You don't have to say nothing. You don't have to do nothing to show this person that you read their spirit. But spirits recognize spirits, okay? So they will always be able to see that you ain't for the BS, okay? And this is why you will see why a lot of people that are very intuitive, they be to themselves because they be coming across so much fakeness from people. And see, this is another thing that they'll say about you. Reason why these people fear exposure, for some strange reason, when you get around people like this and it seems as though they are trying to avoid you, it's because they are doing things behind your back that they know that you either are aware of or that you are not aware of. Now, if they know for a fact that you are an intuitive person, they are going to pick up on the fact that you know that they've been talking crap about you behind your back. They've been smearing your name. You know, people that do smear campaigns and try to run a person's name through the mud, they would try to avoid you as much as possible, you know, because they don't want to be exposed. And the reason why this person is being quiet a lot of times too is because they are thinking that you know. They are thinking that somebody then came back and told you what they said about you. So that's what that quietness comes from. That's what that weird energy is coming from. They are thinking like, dang, do she know? Like, why she ain't really said too much to me? Why she must know. She must know. Let me just be quiet. Let me just not say nothing. You may end up coming across situations where you run into a mutual friend or acquaintance or something like that. They know this person and they'll come to you and be like, yeah, such and such said this and such said that. This is another thing about being a loner and being intuitive and stuff like that. And just being an introvert is people, they are going to run a smear campaign on you. Okay. A lot of times you're not going to be aware of this smear campaign. You're just going to feel it. You just going to know that people talking crap about you, multitudes of people. And then you will have somebody that'll come back to you with a gossip, okay? Have you ever heard a person say, She stuck up. She thinks too much of herself. He thinks too much of himself. I don't know what you like about that person. I don't know. It's just something about her. I just don't like her. She just seems like she's too good for everybody. And see, the thing about it is, these people that's running this smear campaign on you, putting all this fake, false gossip out here about you, this is the one thing people like to do. This is why they fear exposure whenever they come around you. It's because they're the ones that's going around smearing your name. If you are a person and you ever had people come back and say, oh, people think you stuck up, I heard that you was real stuck up, or I don't like when I meet people, because I've had this happen to me a couple of times, to where I was acquainted with a couple of people and they'll come to me and say, oh, if you ever had somebody say to you in the beginning, like, I really didn't like you at first, I thought you was stuck up, or I heard that you was stuck up. And see, you got to be leery of those type of people. Do not stay acquainted or friends with people that come out of their mouth with you in the very beginning. Say for instance, y'all start to become cool and they come and tell you some stuff like that, and then you'll be thinking like, well, what made you think this about me? And see, the thing about it is, they probably was gossiping about you, or they heard somebody else gossiping about you. See, when people come and say things along the lines of, oh, I heard you was stuck up, or I thought you was stuck up, they want everybody else to not like you. Okay, they already know what type of person you are. Like I said, spirits recognize spirits. They know that you're not no stuck up person. But because you keep to yourself and you really don't be for the fake stuff, you really don't be bothered with BS, people are going to go around and tell others that you are stuck up, because they don't want other people to come around you, and they don't want people to take the time out to get to know you for themselves, because they are jealous of you 9 times out of 10. Whenever you have heard somebody come back and tell you, whether it be about you or somebody else, they come back and tell you that such and such is stuck up, or they heard that you were stuck up, you will notice that this person has a jealous kind of spirit. It is a lot of arrogant people out here who think that they are better than others. But if they never took the time out to get to know you, and they going around smearing your name around saying that you stuck up, it's for one purpose only. They do not want other people to like you. When they go and start this smear campaign, it's going to be more believable to the person that don't know you. They'll get around you. You know, with somebody trying to read you and assess you, they licking you up and down and stuff like that. They giving you all this weird energy, this closed off, fake kind of energy, but at the same time, they trying to be cool with you too. It's something about you that they like and they admire. But instead of telling you that or showing you that, they're so jealous of you that they'll go back and smear your name and say, oh, she's stuck up, she thinks she's too good. The person or the people that they go back and say this to, they know of you, but they don't really know you as well as this other person do. So they may be like, well, yeah, you know, she is always herself, she always be quiet, she don't never really have much to say, she is kind of stuck up. I do agree with you with that, because whenever we had a party or something like that, or whenever we had an outing, she don't ever really talk to nobody, she don't associate with nobody, she don't say nothing, and she just be off to herself, like she thinks she too good for everybody. How many times have y'all ever came across that situation? Stay away from people like that. Stay away from people that when you get around them, they giving off weird energy, and it seems as though they trying to hide their face in shame. People that gossip, people that run smear campaigns, they are very cowardly. They'll say a lot of things behind your back, but then when they get in your presence, it's either crickets or it's fake energy. Okay, that's the number one way to spot and know whether a person been talking negatively about you, is when you get around them, they are either quiet, they are either giving off weird energy with you, and it seems as though they're trying to avoid you, even though you didn't say anything to this person. Okay, never sit up and wonder why a person is not speaking to you. 9 times out of 10, this person doesn't have your best interest at heart. If you got to sit up and question why this person that you know is avoiding you, they not really saying anything to you, but it may be certain times to where they may speak or they may be cool with you, and it just seems like it's something off with them and their energy, don't continue in around this person. Don't let them come around you either. See, the one thing about these people that fear exposure from you, exposure from their spirit, because they know that you are the type of person that is not going to confront them about their backbiting, they gossip, because they know that you're not confrontational. Okay, they know that you could care less about the gossip, less about what they have to say about you. It's not going to stop you from being who you are. But see, the one thing about these people that fear exposure, they'll still try to be around you. Okay, do not grace these people with your presence at all, because they have bad intentions. Okay, intuition, reading people's spirit comes into play when it comes to the type of company that you keep. And you will notice that this person, even though they acting weird with you, they not really saying nothing to you, they acting like they trying to hide their face and things like that. They ain't gonna actually have their face, but they're gonna do it through their energy. And you pick up on this. And the reason why they doing this is because they still want to be on your good graces, but at the same token time, they want to be able to go back and gossip to other people. Okay? They want to be the bone carrier. Okay? They want to be the one to go back and tell these people that don't really know you like that, the people that had these assumptions about you being stuck up, they want to be the ones to go back and give them their information. Okay? Secret agents, secret informants, all that type of stuff. And here's the kicker to this whole thing. They not only fear exposure from you, exposing their spirit, they fear exposure from other people. These people they went back and gossip to you about. When the situation come out to be false information, then nothing that they said about you is true. And people get around you, like I said, go in the room and you are able to get along with a lot of people. The people that has your best interest at heart are going to be easy to get along with. They're going to be your type of people. You are not going to feel weird in this person's presence. You ain't going to be on the fence about these people when you walk in a room and you could just start conversations with anybody and people just want to be in your presence. Okay? Y'all feed off each other energy because y'all are a lot alike. Now, when you get around the people and they see the total opposite of what people have been saying about you, that's what this person fear. They have that fear of exposure. Because they know a gossiping spirit, a backbiting tongue, got them eating their words. A mirror has been placed in front of their face and they see themselves. That's what they had their hands in shame of. They are shameful of that nasty gossiping spirit that they have. And that's why they avoid you. Do not give these people the luxury of being in your presence if their intentions for being around you are not good and you sense that off of them. If they give you any type of inkling that they're trying to avoid you and they really don't want to be around you, keep staying away from this person. Don't sit up trying to figure out why they don't want to be around you. This person is somewhat cool. Somewhat cool. See, that's the thing. It's either you cool with this person or you ain't. It really ain't no in between. Don't be around people that's giving you in between kind of energy. Okay, it's either they like you or they don't. You are going to know through a person's energy whether they like you or not. So don't continue racing this person with your presence because all they have are bad intentions. And they are going back and sharing, encounters them things about you. They're going back and sharing it with other people who do not have your best interests at heart. So if you're trying to sit up and wonder why this family member acting funny with you, this friend acting funny with you, this dude or this female acting funny with you, this neighbor acting funny with you, or whoever, whatever type of situation it is, if you're trying to figure out why this person acting funny with you and you know you ain't done nothing to this person, you probably ain't never said nothing, really said too much to this people besides a hi and bye or whatever, and they giving you all type of weird, funny type of energy, and you know you ain't wrong this person in no way, that person talking about you, okay? That person does not like you. Don't be around people that, if this person giving off energy as if they on the fence about you, they don't know whether they want to like you or not. Don't be around people like that at all. Okay? Keep continuing to be to yourself if you have to. Keep continuing to be that loner, that weirdo, whatever it is, that stuck up person, whatever it is they've been saying about you. Keep continuing to be that person. Okay? You know who you are. So don't chase for validation from nobody. If they don't like you, they're going to continue to not like you. No matter what you do, no matter what you say. Tell them to take a ticket and get in line. They're going to continue to have these reservations about you, these assumptions about you. Then nothing that you do is going to change that. You can't change who you are and you can't stop being who you are. You being the intuitive person that you are going to scare people off from wanting to be around you. And you got to be okay with that. You got to be okay with people not wanting to be around you. You got to be okay with being singled out. You got to be okay with being left out of certain things. You got to be okay with that weird type of energy that they giving out to you. You're going to scare people off from wanting to be around you. And I don't mean in no cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs crazy type of way. That's gift that you have. You possess certain things about yourself and certain gifts about yourself that is going to get rid of the people that is not meant to be in your life, okay? And I will talk to y'all in the next video.